Houston. Houston, we have a problem. You know niggas was cutting up in Houston. Let's get to it.
Complete the mission. Exactly.
And good Lord, this generation got some of the proudest whores I've ever seen in my life.
A man.
She ain't telling not one lie. They proud, all right. It's whole pride, man. Hey, I'm not complaining because it make it easier for dudes like me, but I'm just saying it's the truth. Yes, girl, go.
Got nothing that good that's worth you being outside in the public degrading yourself as a woman.
Why y'all folks out there for spring break when y'all got some fat
Then again, before we even start though, I gotta be honest though, us man, we do play 1,000% roll into it too, because like a lot of us should already be like acknowledging the girls that partake in these activities and vice versa. The girls shouldn't be acknowledging the guys that partake in these type of activities, but you know, things are different in the world we live in today. So, it is what it is. Let's let it roll now.
sores?
But disclaimer though, I don't care. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. You feel me? It don't matter.
Y'all lives.
People are using AI to edit their My Charts. This is not a joke anymore.
This video is sponsored by Evie, which actually ties into today's conversation more than you think. Houston spring break has been looking absolutely unhinged online.
You see, Houston done took this to a whole nother level. You got people fighting in the street. The gas stations is full.
Oh shit.
This is getting trampled. You got people with the window all the way down in the backseat of a car, riding a man to the sunset.
Between the rodeo chaos, the outfit...
Yeah, that's vicious. In public, that's like public indecency, right? Or something else. That's got to be worse than public indecency. I'm pretty sure you could catch a charge for that or become an offender. I'm pretty sure you could become an offender from public for whatever intercourse. This is crazy. How on earth are you going on vacation and publicly doing things like you just a corn star? You Tiana Trump now, shawty. And wow, people are crazy.
And the way this whole thing keeps escalating online, there's now an entire conversation around hookups and what people are doing after the party is over.
Not y'all getting caught in Houston in beds that y'all just met at the club the night prior.
And trust me, once you see where this conversation will eventually lead to, it gets a whole lot darker very fast. Spring break has always been known for partying, bad decisions, and giving the locals a reason to hate the month of March.
Every year, police, residents, and hotel owners in Fort Lauderdale cringe when the month of March rolls around, and with good reason. For in Fort Lauderdale, March really comes in like a lion, in the person of thousands of rollicking, frolicking, noise-making college students. And this was the worst year yet. In 3 weeks, over 400 youths had been arrested, more than in any previous year.
A few days of bad choices, parties, random hookups. We're not going to sit here and act like that wasn't part of the whole spring break image.
I never partook in any of that spring break activities. I probably missed out for real. Yeah, I ain't go to college and stuff, so I probably did miss out. But did anything really change? They look like they was up to the same stuff, up to no good. Don't try to make it wild now.
Let's just say nobody was confused about what people were going there to do.
Every spring semester break, literally hundreds
Ain't
of
nothing
thousands of
changed.
American college
Look,
students make their way
they
to
having a
Fort
ball.
Lauderdale in search of sun, surf, sex, and
They are college students, and they have come for an annual collegiate ritual, spring break.
People come down here because it's crowded and sexual.
Let's get wild, let's have fun, and let's just go crazy. You can't imagine the kind of things that happen down here. Just go to a bar one night. The dancing, the stripping.
Wrap up.
Cities like Fort
Wrap
Lauderdale,
up.
Miami, and Panama became known as the hotspot for college kids to let loose. The only thing was, the more famous spring break got, the more those cities ended up regretting the monster they created.
For years, the words spring break were synonymous with Florida. People thought of bikinis, beer, cheap motels, rowdy crowds, MTV, and balconies that looked like OSHA violations. Floridians got rich off of it and turned it into an American ritual. And then, city by city, Florida spent decades trying to kill the beast they created. Even places that used to cash the checks are basically saying, guys, please don't come here anymore.
So, when people look at what's happening in
I mean, people just gonna find another place to go. You can't stop it. It's just gonna funnel it into a whole nother region. If they was to cancel spring break in every single state in America, they just go to Mexico. If they can't go to Mexico, they go to Thailand. If they can't go to Thailand, shit, they find their way to Nigeria. I tell you that much. Like, you talk about just human nature at a point. I don't know, the government be getting carried away sometimes.
And a lot of them are not even shocked. They're basically coming online and saying, why are y'all acting brand new?
You know what? I'm so tired of millennials acting like they holier than thou. Every time something happen like Houston spring break and y'all see these youngins out here, y'all be like, oh my God, the youngins are freaked out. They f***ing in the car, they partying, they drinking, they doing this and that. Where your mother's at, where your father's at. Shut the f*** up. We was on the same shit.
But me personally, I still think what's happening in Houston is different. Because while, yes, it's messy.
And them HIV rates was fucked up back then, too. Damn, I keep doing it. Them HIV rates was pretty bad in the time and age that cuz was living in. So, hey. I don't think it was a good execution.
And reckless, just like the usual spring break behavior, it feels a lot more public, invasive, and a lot more riskier.
You know, spring break years ago used to be a time where everyone just let loose, forgot about what was
42,000
actually going on in life, and enjoyed themselves, dancing, partying, singing, and just doing what people did. And why do I bring this up? Because the claims coming out of the Houston
42,000 STDs on like a vacation week is actually like, hold up, bro. 42,000, bro. 42,000 cases of STDs in a vacation break stint. That's like that's damn nearly like a bomb. If they was to drop like a chemical bomb in a region, that's basically what spring break was to Houston. A chemical warfare bomb, right? In a county, in the region of the county, something like that. And the worst part about it is, it's probably really higher than that because there's some people that didn't get tested and they're not wearing protection, or they did not wear protection, or they was already rolling like that before spring break even came around. So then it really poses the question like, y'all gotta use your helmets, man. You gotta use both helmets. You gotta use the rubber helmet and the one that's, up here. Because, like, why are you going on vacation to have an unprotected, like, indulgence like that? You just willy-nilly, you don't even know this person. You ain't never known this person. Like, the fact that people, like, you got to be crazy. You went out there and had unprotected, like, you was just unprotected with it. You ain't care at all. Like, what? Unprotected? I'm going to protect it. I've known the J for years. I don't care. What? Like, one, you don't want to have a kid. If you don't want to have a kid, I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't want to have a kid on vacation. That don't sound fun. I mean, I don't want to have a kid on vacation. So, you wear a helmet. And you don't want to get a disease, so you wear a helmet. You still want to have fun, though, so I can't knock you, but it gets to a point, it's like, It's like intelligence dropping. I don't know. It gotta be dropping. Y'all don't remember sitting in health class? I will never forget sitting in health class and my teacher pulling up. I have a vivid memory actually of sitting in health class, right? And my teacher brought in this lady that said like she used to have like she basically said she was a thought, right? Like stay with me, walk with me, okay? She said she was a thought, and she used to just like have it all willy nilly, and she used to get pregnant a lot and have abortions, right? And she said like after like the third or fourth abortion or something like that, she couldn't have kids anymore. That's what the doctor was telling her. So she said that had her really distraught. She was like messed up about it. It hurt a lot, you know what I'm saying? So she went like years, like probably like a decade, not being able to have a kid, right? And she went abstinent. Hey, life like a movie. Walk with me. She went abstinent, didn't have sex for like that whole decade. Imagine that. You went and had you would have had side note. You sorry would have had that much that like you was good cool for 10 years, which is just crazy to think about on another note. But after the 10 years, she had a break. She got back into a relationship, right? A fulsome relationship, faithful, shall I say? And surprisingly, she got pregnant. I don't know how that works. I couldn't tell you. But I will say this. Maybe treating your body like a temple is actually valuable. It actually does you some justice, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're gonna be out here, I'm not a saint, but I use a condom. You best believe I use a condom. I'm not going in all willy-nilly. I don't even kiss strangers, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I kissed one stranger. That was one stranger. This woman. She was older than me. She was married. That's a story for another day though. But yeah, that was the only stranger I kissed. I don't be kissing strangers, bro. Like that's crazy. Sheesh. Hey, let's get back to it though.
Break have gone viral and not for the right reasons.
And somehow it gets even worse because now, surprise, a humiliating, degrading trend has stemmed from this. I hope you have your snacks ready because this conversation is a juicy one, but I'm warning y'all, around the 18-minute mark, you might want to put the snacks away. A lot of what we're seeing today is people being in the moment, but not really thinking about what comes after it. This part of the video is sponsored by Evie, and they focus on a side that doesn't really get talked about enough. Evie is an at-home vaginal microbiome. The city
Go
was
get that
already
Evie,
doing
yo.
a lot before the more disturbing part of the conversation hit the timeline. For some reason, people wanted to be in Houston for spring break instead of the usual Florida. And with the Houston rodeo happening around,
Yo, it looks lit out there. Wow. Sheesh, I need to get out more. That looks like fun. But when you look at the outcome, it don't look like that much fun.
time, it worked out perfectly. Well, maybe not so perfectly.
We told y'all not to come to Houston. Like, we told y'all. The ones who actually live out here, we told y'all not to come.
To get in a club that's charging you $600 at the door.
So
What?
They said they not letting nobody else in, and they over here still trying to charge people $200 to $600 to get in here.
$200, $200 to $600 to go into the club. Man, I'd make a club outside. I'd make the club the sidewalk. I tell you that much. Shit, man, I would just utilize my time right there on that sidewalk to try to talk to as many women as possible. I'm not gonna lie, or like, all I'm saying is I'm gonna make work for that time on that sidewalk. before I go spend $600 to get into a bar or a club. Which is, it's insane. You basically paying $600 for some coochie. It's crazy.
Look at the f***ing line, y'all. Like, this shit is fucking crazy as fuck.
This is messy, but the story definitely gets a lot more disturbing as we move on. But first, we need to start with the warning signs Houston was already giving off. One of the first being the very revealing outfits at the rodeo.
And I'm walking around the rodeo, and I'm thinking to myself, the rodeo then became the bootio. I done seen so many women walking around here as cowgirls wearing booty shorts all the way up to their booty, cheek shorts, whatever you want to call them. And I'm like, damn, is we at the strip club or is we at the rodeo? You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of online discourse about the Houston Rodeo, an event that many families are attending. At this point, y'all know my opinions are very strong when it comes to inappropriate outfits at family and kid-friendly places. And the revealing outfits in this space resulted in a lot of reactions.
Maybe I'm more conservative than I thought I was, because the videos and pictures I've seen from the rodeo this year of people using ass cheeks as an accessory have appalled and disgusted me. I'm going to a Cardi B concert. I expect.
To be fair, if she has some cheeks to show, would she be saying all this? I'm just saying. I'm not saying she wrong. Two things could be right at the same time. You feel me? But if she had the the package, but who knows? Yeah.
Cheeks. I'm going to a Mardi Gras parade. I expect to see cheeks. I'm going to an event that is founded and exists to fund children's education. I shouldn't see your.
She's not wrong. She 1,000% right about that. I'm not gonna lie. She right. If this really for the children, you shouldn't be there showing your extremities to the world.
Cheeks. It's kids out here. Like, put y'all butts up. We don't want to see y'all butts. Say the butts for the club. This is a family event. Let's keep it family kid friendly. Put y'all butts up.
Super short skirts and short.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's not even a skirt, dog. That's a whole. Shawty look like Patrick from the movie. That's insane. Lordy.
A lot of them just showing straight cheeks. And a lot of you are probably thinking, Janae, this is a rodeo. Of course there's gonna be some country bumpkins showing a little bit of pumpkin. At least that's what some people would argue.
I can imagine being so bored that I would actually care at all about what somebody else wears to the rodeo. I couldn't imagine giving a single solitary like, I went to the rodeo a couple of days ago and I don't remember what nobody had on.
And okay, respect, but there's a teeny piece of this puzzle missing. Mind you, this whole event was designed to raise money for kids, meaning the setting mattered.
It's not that there are children around, it's that the rodeo is for children. It is quite literally for the children. And the mission of the Houston Rodeo is to raise money for the youth. When these adult...
It's kind of like Disneyland. You know, we're kind of going into this cyberpunk dystopian lifestyle of life around the whole world. So, like, you got Disneyland where, like, adults go to Disneyland now and they treat it like how the kids treat it, like a place to indulge themselves into. You have adults that spend their whole lives in Disneyland. They go to Disneyland every weekend. You know what I'm saying? So... when you look at it like that and they infantilize themselves and tie themselves to these characters and whatnot, it's kind of like it's something similar to that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's kind of dark because if I really wanted to really cover that topic to like get deeper into it, you gotta talk about the family structure. And then you got to talk about the economy and the state of the country. And when you start bringing all of those things into like one point, it paints a better picture, but you really got to be more descriptive. But let's stay on spring break.
women, because let's face it, that's where the issue is. When they're not covering their lower extremities, that is face level for many children.
Are you is going to the rodeo or the adult video awards? Because the way y'all dress, I can't tell if y'all going to the rodeo to ride horses or ride. You do know children are going to be there, right? But I forgot. Who the cares about children, right?
And since the setting full of kids mattered so much, Houston Rodeo issued a dress code. And no, they didn't wait for next year to roll around. They say y'all gonna cover up effective immediately.
Welcome and thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. We begin with breaking news and a Factor exclusive. The Houston Rodeo is announcing here on The Factor, they're tightening up a dress code that aims at addressing what you all have been talking about, clothes worn by some that pushes the envelope of decency off the damn desk.
But that was just the first downfall of Houston spring break. Once we got past the outfits, the whole thing started looking way more out of control. Y'all know when people gather in large groups and it's crowded, hot, and everybody start bumping shoulders? That is bound to create an environment of chaos, fights, and people acting like they don't know how to act.
I hate places like that where there's no room. I need my personal space, man. I can't try to turn around and I'm bumping into somebody and try to turn around, try to step forward. You gotta turn sideways and shimmy through the crowd and whatnot. I don't got time for all that. And then you get all sweaty and musty and hell nah, no. And then some people be really sweaty. Ew.
In public.
Oh, the ghetto. The ghetto.
Arrested.
We're being escorted by the police because there was just a stampede at the Houston Rodeo. 70 fights breaking out. They got injured.
Well, breaking from overnight, the rodeo turned rowdy and rambunctious after people started running near the carnival area.
Yeah, some scary moments, and it prompted the Houston Rodeo and Livestock Show officials to shut down the carnival rides early.
From the stampedes to the fights and just the overall recklessness of it all,
the wildest thing is the people. Hold on.
And it prompted the Houston Rodeo and Livestock Show officials to shut down the carnival rides early.
From the stampedes to the fights and just the overall.
People just be wearing these hats and boots and stuff, bro. I swear. I remember one time I seen a girl and her friend. They both had the hats with matching boots. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking they know how to do the little dance, you know? They cultured and whatnot. But they don't know how to do the two-step dance and none of that. They're just posing. That's what I said. I said y'all just posing with the hats and stuff. Like, people just be doing what other people be doing now. Yeah. Like, y'all wasn't wearing them hats when you was younger, for real. You posing.
Recklessness of it all, it led to a lot of people not wanting any parts of whatever kind of fun this is.
Take y'all and she got her show. Man, take y'all home, dog. Like, bro, for real, I'm trying to go home and y'all all in the goddamn road. Y'all just out here looking goofy.
Man, when I tell you I'm so glad I didn't go to Houston for spring break because I'm seeing everybody getting scammed, people getting maced, and then on top of that, I'm seeing people having sex in the car. This is too much.
But somehow, all of that was still not the part of the story that made people the most uncomfortable. Y'all remember earlier when that dude from the past said,
People come down here because it's crowded and sexual.
Well, he wasn't wrong. 2026 Houston spring break just made it a bit more modern.
Hey man, if y'all went to Houston for spring break and you're currently trying to come back home because spring break is over, don't you dare come home with that. The kind of videos that I've seen from just spring break in Houston, boy, y'all was out there.
Bro, what videos was out there? I have not seen none of these videos, bro. What was going on in Houston? Like, what on earth? They talk about the videos like it's some like archived evil files or something like that. Like they came straight out of Davy Jones's locker. Like, come, what is damn? Houston.
like an all-white party. I think it was hosted by like DJ Envy, and you would have thought it was 1999 in that motherfucker. They was in there wilding, tweaking, geeking.
Now, we're not gonna be too prudish here, okay? We could say the sexcapades that happen over spring break are just bound to happen. And no, I'm not endorsing it, but we know it's nothing new. What puts it in a different terrain is how normalized keeping track of everything and every angle has become.
I've seen the people in that car. In Houston, you mean to tell me you're in the car light on and everything, windows are all the way down. Like, I'm not talking about like just a little bit where you can see like the top of a person's head. No, all the way down. You can see everything. And then, not only that, I've seen other videos. Where is the respect gone? What is going on?
If we want to be honest, that sounds like a case of intoxicated, maybe unstable people.
I ain't never been that drunk. Even when I'm drunk. I don't know how people be saying that. Like, I've never been like blackout drunk to the point where I don't like recollect what's going on ever in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. Some people might just be different. It might just be a genetic thing. But it's never happened to me. I've been drunk to the point where I could wobble. I barely remember what happens in the morning, but when I'm drunk, I'm definitely like conscious. Like, you know what I'm saying? But hey, whatever.
Just wanted a show. You nasty.
Oh, you nasty.
And everyone knows spring break can get wild, but no one was expecting to have 4K footage of it. But there's multiple stories of multiple videos of multiple cases with multiple people just doing it all over Houston in the name of spring break.
Y'all not doing spring break right. Like, it's literally giving fest. Like, for real, it's giving fest. What is going on?
All the sexcapades and all the people who happen to witness this.
A girl that went out there to go on vacation. Shawty was in this shit. She ain't know what she got herself into. She over here saying, "What's going on? Why is it like this?" I'm crying.
It's speaking out, and let's just say their opinions weren't very quiet.
And good Lord, this generation got some of the proudest whores I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And y'all don't give a damn.
And I need to say this, no one should be pointing fingers at the women without pointing fingers at the men too. But as women, I do believe that we should hold ourselves to a certain standard. That standard just being basic self-respect for ourselves.
And see, nobody's teaching the females how to be young ladies no more. Cause y'all out in Houston doing what? A man ain't got nothing that good that's worth you being outside in the public degrading yourself as a woman for. I promise you a man ain't got nothing that good. I think it's just more so of being reminded that nobody's teaching the girls how to be young ladies no more. See, we can't even...
She ain't tell not one lie. They out here listening to the Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion. What's her name? Ari the Dawn, Jada Waiter, Shade Room, Instagram. Lamb. Man, we cook.
Just clowning the men and talking about the men when the self-respect isn't even in the room.
Hey, guys know better though. That's another take, but hey. This is what the video's on right now.
Nevertheless, since we live in the day and age where those wild activities don't just become some distant memory or that one wild spring break.
Because there'll be a dude with an STD that'll go around and pork like 20 girls raw. Just straight villainous. So, hey, it's a problem out here in this world, man. Hey, just wear a condom though. Hey.
Stays in the group chat forever. Now everything is content, and that content eventually spreads and becomes a trend, and usually in the most humiliating way possible.
And if y'all was gonna be getting in Houston while y'all got a back out home, the least you could have did was to leave after you got now your on the internet looking like a goofy. And there's multiple videos going.
You telling me these girls have boyfriends? Lord. Oh, nah. And then first things first, bruh. If you in a relationship, how you letting your girl go to Houston? Just go to Houston for spring break. Huh? Like, you said you want to go where? You Let me date a girl. She said she want to go to Houston. I'm single. That's as soon as she leave off that plane, I'm single as a motherfucker. Single as a Pringle. I tell you that much, because that is crazy. Houston with your girls? What's out there?
Like that. Talking about first day in Houston. Oh my God.
Hashtag first night in Houston quickly spread online, and I do want to disclaim, while some of these videos may be staged for clout, the reactions to them became very real. That being said, in these videos, people aren't just having flings, they're recording or recreating the morning after.
They not doing kiss and tell, they doing show and tell, baby girl. What you mean? It's on Broadway, on a vacation strip, on a high traffic area, and they doing it in the middle for everybody to see. You talk about kiss and tell.
It's like showing off the reward or trophy they got to end the night with.
Not y'all getting caught in Houston in beds. That y'all just met at the club the night prior. Y'all sitting up here getting towed up, drunk up, then y'all spending the night. You don't never spend a night at the house you just met the night before. Then you over there slumped up. You so damn knocked out. You can't even feel him recording your looking like a goofy bitch.
And this is where it started to spiral, because now they're turning
at least the girls getting on the for. That's what needs to happen to really rectify a lot of these things for. Like, I mean, because women are the access to, like, intercourse. They control the gateway to intercourse. So, if more women started getting on women for this type of behavior, it just drop off like off the face of a cliff. For real. I'm gonna be real honest with you, guys. We can't really do nothing about it. To be totally honest with you, this is more so a lady problem. The ladies gotta get on the females for real. Let's see how that goes though. I think things are starting to lean back for real. This must be blowback.
Into Yelp. Real or not, one of these instances even led to one of the women being recognized and getting reviewed in the comments.
Reviewed?
This video has 13 million views, 1.8 million likes, and just a few of the comments read, "I can't lie, she gets a 10 out of 10, she went crazy," and "best I ever had on my roster."
Oh my God. Yo, we living in wild times, bruh. We living in wild times. This is crazy. Dude posted a J thinking he was feeling himself just for people to come out the woodworks and say, yeah, man, me too. Hey, that was fun, wasn't it? That's crazy. Damn. Hey, it's like that meme where they said like the dude with like 40 bodies and the girl with like 40 bodies, it's like getting scored on 40 times. Cause this is crazy, bro. 107,000 likes. They just talk about hot potato, a hot potato. Damn.
And he got my...
If you got a daughter, bro, hug your daughter, bro. You hug your daughter tight, my nigga. For real. Shit.
Eater. I'm not even gonna try to think about what that means. This whole trend proves two things. One being a lot more dangerous than the other, but we need to start with the small before we get to the big. One is that a lot of men still haven't outgrown the need to let everybody know they got laid.
One thing that these Houston videos of recording girls while they sleeping in the bed and like that is showing to me, these don't know when to shut the up. They don't know how to keep things confidential, and they don't know how to keep player. You would go on a trip, you might pop something the first night or whatever case may be. You keep that on the low, or you might tell your immediate circle or whatever case may be. But now these want the world to know, hey, I'm in Houston.
I mean, he's not wrong. Why on earth would you post these videos? But then, like I said and seen before, they doing it in the car on Broadway. So, hey.
Weekend, you getting me some coke note. And I want everybody to know.
It's a tale as old as time, kissing and telling. It's just now. It's on the internet forever. And now you're getting treated like a product review or like a scandal that will follow you right back home.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, bruh. Dog, this is like a documentary. Hey, she did a great video, man. You gotta like this, Jay. Hold up, dog. What's her name? Janae Daniel, man. Y'all gonna show her some love, dog. Subscribe. This is a great video. It's like a documentary. It's a real documentary. It go before, after, in the middle, the outskirts. Lord, this is alright. I fuck with it. I keep doing that.
Hey, this is your girl right here, dude? Somebody gotta get in the truck. Hey, this your girl? Hell no. Is that her?
Bruh.
It is.
Bro. Oh no, bruh. Houston spring break. Why your girl in Houston for spring break? That's crazy. Getting cracked in the car, bro. Getting cracked in the car. Your girl getting cracked in the car on spring break. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I would just leave, bro. We not staying at the same hotel. I'm getting my stuff. I'm not saying nothing. I'm gone. I swear, I wouldn't say nothing. I would just skirt out like a thief in the night, bro. You would never hear from me again. Cause what? Lord. That is crazy, bro. The dude gonna have to. That is crazy. She doing him a favor, but shit, damn. You two gonna have to forgive me, dog, cause like this is heinous. This is heinous activities, bro. Like what? This is traumatic, bro. Like how on earth? You on vacation, cracked in the car? Cracked in the car, bro? You in the club, you come outside, your girl getting cracked in the car, bro? Ride home finna be... Bruh. Don't let that be... Like, that better be like... Damn, it's probably a rental too, if it's their car. Or is she in the dude car? She gonna have to go home because, bro, you can't stay with me after some shit like that. I'm sorry. You gotta kick rocks. That's crazy. Not my girl no more. What? Huh?
Now, the second thing this trend proves is that not every souvenir you bring back from Houston is something you'd want to keep.
Roughly 3 million people went out to Houston for spring break. A bunch of those people had unprotected sex. A bunch of those people contracted...
I told y'all wear a helmet. Wear a helmet, man. Wear a helmet. And don't kiss strangers. Don't kiss strangers because you don't know them. And wear a helmet. And don't lick on no cat. You don't know them. And vice versa. Okay? Alright. You'll be way better off.
HIV, chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis. Syphilis rates are up 79%. A bunch of those people will go home thinking that they got out safe. They're clean. They will think that for months or even years. They won't get tested thinking that they have nothing.
We discussed Houston spring break not being any different from spring break years ago. People party, they drink, they sleep around and try to forget the night before. But here's where Houston feels different. Houston has become a hot spot for morning after consequences. Let's let a nurse that has seen it firsthand break it down for us.
In honor of spring break and all y'all going to Houston, I'm going to tell y'all what the STD rate has been from 2025 to 2026 in case you decided to go out there and hunch. Okay, syphilis has surged all the way up to 79% in the year 2025 leading into 2026. HIV has surged and increased in 17%. Gonorrhea, chlamydia has surged 32%. And the ages are from 15 to 24 years old with that. Yeah, so if you went to Houston for spring break, I hope you didn't hunch nobody out there.
This is where the conversation gets a lot darker. People are coming online stating that thousands of people may be affected, infected from the spring break festivities. Remember when I said that
You're looking like Parasite. Y'all ever seen the Parasite anime, dog? It's damn nearly like Parasite, bruh. Like, what is going on? What the heck? Sheesh.
This mark, you may want to put the snack away.
That shit on your lip got some shit on this lip.
Oh, shit.
Count me out.
Oh,
At
shit.
this point, everybody that went to Houston together probably ain't friends no more. People was humping everywhere. Humping on cars, humping in bathrooms. It didn't matter. You might as well just call this the last hump. Because I guaranteed out of those 40,000 motherfuckers that caught something, they ain't gonna want to hump no more.
Now that spring break has settled down, people are starting to get a bit of clarity on the situation. They're starting to realize that maybe being shoulder to shoulder, breathing in people's faces, and sharing everything wasn't the move.
PSA, y'all. If you do not want to get sick, I repeat, if you do not want to get sick, do not bring.
And that's all, folks. For y'all go check her out, man.